Okay, I know what you're thinking. You just clicked on this video for a get ready with me and I'm in my kitchen. Very odd setup to say the least. But guys, you know what the UK weather's like. It's just hit and miss all the time, and we're currently going through a dark spell where it's just like pitch black. Well, not quite pitch black, but it's so freaking miserable outside, and I'm normally that sort of gal that sits on the floor with my big mirror and that's my setup. So I don't really have like a vanity desk or anywhere to get ready and then put my camera. So just thought the kitchen was the next best place, because you're currently on my toaster. I've got all my makeup laid out. It's actually a brilliant setup, and the lighting's not too bad either, because I have like look, spotlights underneath these shelves in the kitchen. So yeah, this is gonna work. But anyway, hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another video. So today I want to take things back to like old school YouTube and sit and do a get ready with me. I often get questions from you guys like, what makeup are you wearing? Can you do an updated makeup routine? So I thought today I would take the opportunity to do that, bring you the content. I'm going to show you how I do my hair, my makeup, and talk you through some products, because it's been a while and I feel like my makeup bag has really changed over the last 6 months, I would say. So yeah, that is what we're going to do today. I've just made myself a lovely cup of tea. I am going to try and answer some questions and assumptions that you guys asked me over on Instagram too. And yeah, I feel like for makeup today, I'm going to do sort of like a date night, something a little bit more makeup-y, because to be honest with you, my day-to-day is normally just like a tinted moisturiser and not a lot going on. So yeah, I've got loads of lovely new makeup to play with. One other thing too, part of this video is actually in collaboration with Look Fantastic. So excited to be teaming up and working with them. And as part of this collaboration, I did kindly get a few products sent over. So I'm just going to run you through those actually very quickly. To be honest with you, my whole makeup bag is pretty much Look Fantastic. If you don't know who Look Fantastic are, by the way, guys, they are, for me, my go-to #1 stop for everything beauty, really. Hair, makeup, skincare. Honestly, the list goes on. They just stock absolutely everything and a ton of amazing brands. So yeah, first things first, I will just get into the haul. By the way, I will have a coupon code with Look Fantastic, so if you would like to purchase anything and save yourself some pennies, I'll pop that on screen and also in the description bar below for you to use. It's always good, isn't it, when you can get some money off your fave things. So without further ado, let me just quickly jump into the haul and the bits I picked up from Look Fantastic. So let's start with hair first of all. So this is day 2 after washing my hair, and honestly, it's all thanks to this Bedhead TG. I've been using this shampoo and conditioner for quite a while now. To be honest with you, I sort of change up my shampoos every now and again, because I feel like my hair gets used to it, so then I change up maybe like every 3 or 4 months. But this one I've been using for a while now again and loving it. My friend Danielle actually recommended this to me because she's a hairdresser, and yeah, they have all different varieties, so whatever like hair type you are, you'll be able to find one for you. I've got the Urban Antidotes, which is perfect for dry and damaged tresses that need a moisture hit, and it's insane. The bottles are really big, they're like 750 ml, so they last you ages, and they do come as part of like a set, and I think they're really good value for like, you know, big bottles and like professional salon quality hair shampoo and conditioner. That didn't even make sense, but you knew what I meant. So love that. Then the next thing I picked up hair-wise was the Beauty Works 10-in-1 Miracle Spray. This is another repurchase for me. And honestly, if you haven't tried this, I can tell you now, this is all you need after you've come out of the shower, your hair's all wet, and you just want to add some life into it. So it says it does 10 different things: eliminates frizz, restores shine, nourishes, replenishes oils, protects from heat, detangles conditions, prevents split ends, enhances natural body, and repairs dry, damaged hair. It is unreal. It smells so good, and yeah, obviously you've got the heat protection in there too, but it does wonders to my hair, so I really love that. Then the next thing I picked up from Look Fantastic is a new brush set. So like I say, I'm not really like a big makeup person nowadays. Like, I love makeup, but when it comes to doing all fancy eye looks and stuff, yeah, I just normally stick to a bronzer on my like eyelids for my eyeshadow. But I thought I would get a new brush set because my brushes were looking awful. Please excuse that I have took some out here. I think you get like 24 in this set, and it was around like £30, which I thought was such a good deal. And the brush quality of these are just so good. So I will leave the link in the description bar for you below, just in case you're after a new brush set. But I really recommend this. So many different brushes. All my main ones that I use are like actually in my makeup bag. So I've got like a angled one for bronzer, a big one for like powder, and there's one for blusher that I've got in here too. And then yeah, I've not yet used these, but these are like a lot of eyeshadow brushes, angled brushes, lip brushes. You've even got like a spoolie one for brows. So yeah, really rate that. Then the next thing I picked up from Look Fantastic was a new eyeshadow palette. It has been so long, like I say, since I really wore different eyeshadow as opposed to a bronzer. So I thought I'd get my hands on the new, I don't know how new this actually is, but it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Carly Bible palette. I didn't even know she had a new one out, so it probably is quite old. But yeah, this is very much me. I know there are some like bright colours there, but especially like the brown, like neutral ones. And you know, I would even like play around with these too. But I just thought this was a beautiful palette, and you always get a brush with it too. The brushes from Anastasia Beverly Hills, by the way, are so good. I love them. So yeah, that was really affordable as well. It was actually on offer on Look Fantastic, so I really rate that. Oh, next thing was this NARS blush. I've had my eye on this for a while now. I love a liquid blush. This is in the shade Orgasm. Oh my goodness, I used this last night for date night. So good. You'll see what it looks like today when I put it on. But yeah, that is insane. Then I also picked up a new mascara. I've been after this one for ages, but it's been sold out, and it's the Maybelline New York Sky High Mascara. I can already tell you, this is insane, because again, I wore this last night, and it's one of them mascaras where as soon as you just do one coat, you're like, oh my goodness, wow. So yeah, that's a winner already. Oh, and another winner. So I picked something up from a new brand that I've never heard of on Look Fantastic, and it's the Free Inner Cosmetics. I needed a new liquid liner because I like to do a little bit of liquid liner on top. This is called the 24-Hour Pen. So good. I much prefer like pen liners like this. I just feel like I get more control and I can do a wing a lot better. And yeah, this one is insane, and it's really like a true black too. Oh yeah, next new thing I picked up was this La Roche-Posay SPF 50. SPF 50, guys, is so important in your makeup bag. I wear it every single day, come sunshine or no sunshine. Obviously there's always UV rays around, and as you guys know, SPF 50 on your face is essential to help, you know, slow down the process of aging, because the sun is what makes you wrinkly. So yeah, this is amazing for under foundation, because I've always struggled finding a good SPF to sit under my foundation nice. So yeah, I really recommend the fluid ones. Garnier also does one that Look Fantastic stock, so I recommend that one too. But yeah, any of the fluid SPF 50s are really good. So anyway, that's my little haul from Look Fantastic. Like I say, I do have a coupon code, so if you see anything in this haul that you like, then make sure you take advantage of that. Right, I need to pull my sleeves back. Oh, isn't the comparison like from last week to this week just crazy in terms of clothing? Last week I was in like summer dresses and all cute clothes. This week I'm back to the tracksuits because it's gone cold. Right, let's start with makeup first of all. I will show you what I do for my hair, but I feel like makeup is where I'm going to start today. So first things first, I'm going to start with my SPF 50. Even though there's no sunshine out, like I say, I still wear this every single day. Because it's important, guys. I never ever used to wear SPF 50 like growing up in my 20s. It's like my biggest regret. I remember watching something on TV once. No, not on TV. When do I ever watch TV? I hardly ever watch TV unless it's Netflix. But I remember watching like an interview with J-Lo, and like her biggest beauty secret was SPF. She was like, I never go in the sun. I use SPF 50 like all the time. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I know she'd have had Botox and stuff over the years, but her skin is just unreal. So if it works for J-Lo, let's hope it works for me. So that's that. I just like to let that kind of like sink into my skin before I go anywhere further. And then the next step is brows for me. Before I put my foundation on, I like to do brows. And the brow pencil that I'm loving at the moment is the Maybelline New York Brow Ultra Slim Black Brown. Again, this is from Look Fantastic. I need a mirror. Where are we going? I can't look in my toaster for this one. So the first thing I do with brows is I just kind of brush through them, just to get all my hairs nice and like standing up. And then I really like these pencils because they're nice and thin. And gone are the days for me where I use like a brow pomade or anything super thick, because I like to like show off my brows so you can actually see the hair strokes. And I feel like with pomades and things like that, they're just, yeah, although they can look amazing on some people, for me I like that more natural, fluffier brow nowadays. So that is what I do. So yeah, all I simply do is I kind of like just draw under it, just follow like the natural shape of it, even though the shape of my brows lately isn't that great, I'm not gonna lie. And then I just kind of like do like upward strokes really, just to keep it nice and natural. And then I just keep changing to the spoolie side just to brush it in, because I don't want it to be like too harsh. And then when I get to the end, I kind of like draw in a line, because that's where my brows got off. So yeah, brows take me ages, because they always say, don't they, that brows are not identical. Brows are not identical twins, they're sisters or something. So like you've always got one that's going to be different. And yeah, I definitely have one that's just such different shapes. That's why I feel like a lot of people don't ever show how to do their brows on YouTube, because it takes that long, it literally does. But yeah, I just kind of like, I don't know, just try and like find the shape of it and then draw in as so. I am actually going to quickly do this one off camera, because we'll be here a while if I try and do both on camera. Okay, so that's my brows all penciled in, and then the last step I just thought I'd come and show you for brows, which is a blooming good step, but I don't like missing out nowadays. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This is what it looks like. It is so good, I love it. If you have like unruly brows that just don't stand up and just sit in the right place, this is really good, because it just kind of like sets your hairs where you want them to be. So with me, I like to just brush my hairs up, just to make them look like more fluffy. And yeah, I just love how this looks. Almost gives them like a little wet look too. But yeah, I just feel like it makes them look really neat. And again, this is from Look Fantastic, and they actually sell this as part of like a little set with the brow pencil. The brow pencil is very similar to the Maybelline one, to be honest with you. I probably do prefer the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, just because the colour's a little bit more me. But yeah, just thought I'd let you know that if you wanted to buy this, you save yourself some money if you get it in the set. Let me have a sip of my tea before it goes cold. That is my biggest like thing that I always do. Make myself a cup of tea and never drink it. Okay, where are we gonna go next? I think I'm gonna move on to base next. So obviously I've already done my SPF. Then the next thing I like to do is go in with my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So if I'm not wearing foundation, I don't always go in with this, just because it can make me look like overly shiny, which I don't want. I like a little bit of dewiness, but I don't want to look like woo, because the tinted moisturizer I use is quite like radiant. So yeah, I just find it makes me look way over radiant. But if I'm using a foundation, then I always use this. I just feel like my foundation sits so unbelievably nice and just stays on all day when I use this. So I don't use too much, and then literally just put bob there, bob there, bob there. I think I meant to say bit there. And then I just rub it in. It's so good, guys. I've had this for years now, probably like 3 or 4 years, and always been repurchasing it. I got my mum onto it. Who else I got onto it? I feel like I've got a few people into this. But yeah, it's just the most gorgeous face cream ever. You can even just use it on its own. It just makes your skin so soft. And like I say, it just leaves your skin with this like almost like, not tackiness, but I can't really describe it. Like the feeling that you want to then add foundation onto. So for foundation, I am taking it back to my old school Holy Grail. This has been my Holy Grail for, I'd say 3 to 4 years now, and it is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Honestly, I have tried so many foundations in between this, and nothing compares, guys. Like, nothing overrides this and my love for this. It's just so good. I feel like it's very much one of those foundations that's medium to full coverage, but if, like me, you don't really like that thick cakey feeling, you can literally just do 3 pumps, like rub it all in with your fingers, and it still feels really lightweight on the skin, which I love. So yeah, I feel like it's a very buildable foundation. You can have the thickness and the full coverage if you want, but if you still want like a nice even skin tone, cover all your imperfections and whatever, you'll still get that with this. I use 2 shades, Stromboli and Aruba. So as you can see, Aruba's super dark, Stromboli is a much lighter. But if I have fake tan on, I always add like 1 pump of this into this, just to make it that I can't speak. Perfect colour, because I feel like this is quite yellow toned and this is obviously a little bit more olivey. So yeah, I feel like with foundations I can never find the one colour that suits my skin. Like I feel like I always have to buy a couple. So how I apply it is very simple. 1, 2, 3, and then I do 1 pump of this, like that. That's all you need. And then I kind of like rub it in, and then I use my fingers. Honestly, I never thought I would go back to like applying foundation with fingers. That's what I used to do like when I was in like year 9 with my Dream Up mousse. But you know what? I just really like how it looks when you can use your fingers, because you can really blend it in. And like I said, I don't like that thick foundation feeling. I'm so used to wearing tinted moisturiser nowadays that when I put foundation on, I'm like, oh my God, I hate it, get it off me. But when I do it this way, because I can really like blend it in, it doesn't feel cakey, you know? Not that this is a cakey foundation, but do you know what I mean, guys? I feel like when you use a beauty blender, it almost just like sits on top of your skin. Maybe like I could get like a nice foundation brush. I feel like there's one in there actually. Maybe I could try that, but I just feel like you get more control with your hands. And I feel like the heat off your hands almost like melts it in a little bit too. So yeah, this works for me. Anyway, I probably should start answering some of the questions. I feel like it's so hard sometimes to multitask in the sense of makeup and talking, but I will try my best. Okay, let's start with this one, because this is a question that I don't think I've really ever answered. Do you ever worry about the longevity of influencing? Do you know what? I wouldn't say I sit on a daily basis and think, oh my God, like when's my job gonna end? Like, is YouTube ever gonna just close down? Or like, how long will I be doing this job for? Like, I never ever sit like that and think that. I think some months when I'm having like a month where maybe I'm not doing so well on YouTube, like in terms of views and growth and stuff, I do start panicking a bit and thinking, oh my God, like no one wants to watch me, you know, or like what's going on, why are my views so rubbish? And I know everyone always says like, don't worry about that, like just carry on doing you, like you're always going to get drops and higher times and things like that. But I think for me, because my channel did grow quite quickly, and then I've always been growing pretty steadily, I've never really dropped. Like lately with the whole corona stuff, I don't know if that's impacted it or what, but I have literally, instead of like gaining followers, I'm losing followers. So I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So I'm not gonna lie, like it does panic you when that happens. And you think like, what? Yeah, you just kind of think, what's going on? Like, is this the end? But I mean, I'm still here, I'm still making money, and I'm still doing this as my full-time job. So I try not to like let it affect me and affect my mind too much, because if I did, I'd stop doing it, wouldn't I? So yeah, I think it's like any job, to answer the question. I think no job nowadays is safe. It's like, look at me, I left my job at Misguided to do this, and then everyone got made redundant like 3 months later. So I just feel like in times nowadays, your job can always be at risk. Obviously some jobs are safer than others, but I don't know, they're making cuts left, right and centre. So it's just a hard one. I try not to worry about it. At the end of the day, I'm not afraid of hard work. I'm not afraid about going and getting a 9 till 5. And yeah, like if I had to, if YouTube came to an end and I couldn't do this in like, let's say 5 years time, I wouldn't grumble about going to get a job. Like, I've got fashion industry experience, I could go back and get a job there. You know, I've got a teaching degree, I could go and be a teacher if I wanted to. Like, I've got options, you know, like I've never left myself without options, because this wasn't my thing that I was ever going to do. Like, I never set out to do this as a job. This just happened to be like a bonus thing for me that I've been able to do, and it's amazing. But yeah, I would find something else, and I'm not bothered about that. So for as long as I can enjoy this, I will enjoy this as a job. And then if the day does come that YouTube ends, then yeah, I'll move on to the next thing. Right, let me just sort this out off camera, and then I'm going to come back on and do my concealer. Okay, so that is foundation done. Next, we're going to move on to concealer. Guys, all I'm going to say is you need to try this concealer. If you were looking for something affordable, something that lasts a while as well. I feel like some concealers, you literally get about 2 ml of product, and I go through them so quickly, so it's not always good. But before this, I was using the Too Faced concealer, and oh my goodness, I do absolutely love that. Like, it's definitely something I would repurchase. However, I was on TikTok. By the way, I absolutely love TikTok for finding like new makeup products and things. And I think it might have been like a viral video, to be honest with you, but this gal was talking about this concealer and saying how it's almost like a dupe for the Too Faced one. So I was like, okay, I need to try this. Went and ordered it straight away and looked fantastic. And it's L'Oreal Paris Infallible More Than Concealer. It's 11 mils, so it's a really, really good size. I've had this for a few months now and I've still got loads of product left. I've got the shade Vanilla. It is so good, so good. I really, really recommend. So yeah, found myself a good dupe there. So with concealer, I definitely have been converted to doing it like the TikTok way now, where instead of doing like a triangle, I feel like the method of doing concealer like a year ago was to do like big triangles and then whatever. But now it's like you put a little bit here and then you take it up so it like lifts. I mean, I don't know if it actually does anything, but yeah, that's what I do now. So that's that. And then I do take a beauty blender. I mean, please ignore how dirty this is. I don't actually damp mine. Like, it is a little bit wet, but I don't like it too wet. So yeah, I'm just taking it like how it is. And then I just pat that all in and blend. Okay, so just looking for the next question. There's so many questions about house hunting plans, timeline, children. I feel like I always answer the same questions, but I will just, you know, answer again just to update you guys. So in regards to house hunting, is Mitchell moving in, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, we want to get a house together. Like, I know I want to be with Mitchell. He knows he wants to be with me. That is, you know, confirmed. However, like a date and stuff, I've obviously mentioned this before, but for me, my only like obstacle at the moment is having my 3 years booked, which I don't get until January. So to get a house anytime sooner is a little bit difficult. So I think I said in a previous video, but realistically for like me and Mitchell, towards the end of the year, looking for a house would be ideal for us, because we can start looking and like putting things into place at the end of the year, and then hopefully like early next year maybe move. So yeah, I guess that is the timeline for us. Obviously, the thing is with me though, like I don't want to rush into just buying any old house. I said this before. Every time I do look on Rightmove, like just lately, I just don't see anything. So if it does get to the end of the year and we're looking and I don't see anything, I'm not just going to then rush and get a house for the sake of it. So even though that is my kind of like timeline, I'm not, or we're not just going to get a house and buy it just because we're in some desperate rush to move out. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather just keep looking, and then when we find the right house, we then move. So yeah, that's where we're at with that. And then someone said to me about the kid thing. What was the thing? Do you see yourself having children is one, and do you see yourself having children in the next 5 years? Cool. So, children, where do I start? You guys know I'm not the most maternal person. Like, I'm just not one of them people that, how do I say this? I'm not one of them people that is like always long to have a child. I've never been that sort of person that's like, I've been put on this earth to be a mother. Like, I desperately want a child. Like, I look at children and just think, oh my God, like, I couldn't think of anything worse. Now, I don't know if that's just because I'm not ready, or I just genuinely really don't want children. Yeah, but in the same breath, Mitchell really, really does want children. Like, he, yeah, has always said from the offset that he wants children, and I know he would make an amazing dad. Like, he's great with his niece and nephew. And to be honest with you, even though like I'm not maternal, like my best friend has a kid, and oh my goodness, like the love I have for her, like is just so different compared to like other kids that I just see walking down the street. So I feel like it is different, maybe like when you've got your own kid, or you know, you feel something different as well when you've got a bond with a kid that you know. So yeah, so saying all of that, how old am I now? 29, 5 years, I will be 34. Oh God. I mean, I think it will just happen when it happens. For me at the moment, I'm just looking forward to spending some time with Mitchell, going on holidays, having couple time, buying a house together and doing all of that. And then once I've kind of like done all that, I then probably will think about having children. So yeah, maybe like early 30s, but like maybe more like 33, 34. Bloody hell, that literally doesn't feel like long away, like 4 years. But that would probably be when I would probably feel like start feeling ready. I mean, I hope. To be fair, people always say, don't they, that sometimes you're just never ready to have a kid. It's not until you have a kid that like you are ready. But yeah, it's a hard one. Like, I feel like it would be so different like when me and Mitchell have a kid and stuff, and I know I will love that kid and I will all of a sudden just be instantly maternal. But I just think for me at the moment, more than anything, it's just I'm not ready. So like, obviously then when you look at kids and you imagine that life, you just think, oh my god, I just don't want that at the moment. So yeah, that's to answer that. Right, I'm going to go in with eyeshadow now. So I'm going to use the Kylie Bible palettes, and I'm going to use the shade Chai, this one here, which is like a warm brown, very, very me. So I'm just going to put that under my eye. Do I need to zoom you in, guys? I'm sorry if like this is, I mean, it's not really a makeup tutorial, it's just me getting ready. Oh my god, that is so close. What's going on? Oh god, this is not going right. Wait, see what I mean? It's so pigmented. Oh my god, sorry, there was just so much fallout with it. It kind of went a bit wrong. All right, and then I'm going to put some over my lid because I just look a little bit odd now. I've just got it there. I always like to do under and then over as well. I feel like when I just put eyeshadow, just like on the eyelid and then none underneath, it just doesn't look right for me. But I have got quite big eyes, so yeah. This brush, by the way, that comes in the palette is just so good. It's just really nice and fluffy. So yeah, I really recommend the brush. Probably should be using my new brush set, but I just wanted to use this. Okay, so that is as adventurous as I normally get with eyeshadow, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm going out, I might do something a little bit more, but do you know what? I feel like I've come to realise that too much eyeshadow on me just looks too much. I'm just not really vibing with it at the moment. So yeah, I'm now gonna go in with liquid liner. Where is that one? There it is. So I'm going to go in with the Free Inner 24-hour pen eyeliner. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do with this on camera because eyeliner is tricky. But yeah, like I say, these are amazing for liquid liners. So I normally start in the middle. I don't actually start like all the way at the end. Just feel like it looks a little bit like less harsh, and I've already gone wrong. So I'm going to do this off camera, guys, and I'm going to come back. Okay, winged liner is done. That was a nightmare. So normally how I do my winged liner is I get my pen and then I pull my eye. So because I was like trying to do it sat here with like a rubbish mirror, I just couldn't do it. So I had to go to the other mirror and do that. And I've actually put way more than what I normally do. Normally I only do a very, very thin and just tiny wing. But I feel like once your hand slips and you go big with the wing liner, it's like, that's it now. That's the wing line I'm having today. So before I do mascara, I do actually use an eyelash curler. Really, really recommend eyelash curlers. If you don't use one, it really helps just make your eyelashes even longer. So yeah, I'm just going in with this first. And then the Maybelline Sky High mascara, which is so good. Honestly, I feel like it's quite hard to see when you've got loads of eyeliner over it, like you can't see your mascara as much, but honestly this is so good. So I always put one coat on first and then I'll kind of like let that dry, but don't let it dry all the way, like just leave it for a couple of minutes, then go back and I'll add another coat. I really can't talk whilst I do mascara. It's just so good, guys. I really do recommend this mascara. Normally I hate mascaras when I first get them, like no matter what mascara it is, even if it's like one of my favourites. First couple of weeks of it I just hate it because I normally like it when you sort of like let the lid off it and it dries up a bit, but this mascara, even from the offset, it's amazing. Okay, so just to speed things up a bit, I have just gone ahead and done lips off camera, but I will link what I've used in the description. Right, now we need to do base, because obviously I put my I put my foundation on, but now we're going to do blush. So I'm using the new NARS Orgasm liquid blush that I picked up, which, like I said, I tried this last night and it was unreal. So I've just put a little bit on my hand. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous. Don't know how much you can see of that. Let me try and focus this. Can you see this? It's just like a real nice pink colour. Probably not applying this the right way, but I just like to take it like that and then just pop it on my cheek like that. Oh god, it's gone a little bit everywhere. Oh god, you can tell I'm not a makeup artist, can't you? And then I just take my beauty blender and just literally blend that in. Now, I am the sort of person that just believes you can never have too much blush. Never thought I would be that gal, because if you have been here a while, you'll know I never ever used to wear blush at all, but now I absolutely love it, can't get enough of it, and I probably wear it more than I do bronzer. So yeah, how times can change, guys. Oh my God, I love this blusher so much. I'm not sure how much you can see of it. It's just so nice. It's such a gorgeous, just like light pink. So yeah, I really recommend that. I'm just gonna go over the top with a little powder blush, just to kind of like set it almost. Sometimes I don't bother because I do quite like the dewiness that a liquid blush gives, but if I can find like a similar colour, I do like to always pop just a little bit over. Right, moving on to bronze. So I'm going to be taking the Benefit Hoola bronze. I actually use the standard Hoola and Hoola Caramel. The standard Hoola I like more for a nose contour because it's got a little bit more like grey tone into it, whereas the Hoola Caramel is a little bit more warmer. I mean, mine's in this little battered palette as you can see here, but they do sell these separately on Look Fantastic, just in the little normal pots. So yeah, as you can see, this is the Hoola Caramel that I like for cheeks, and then this is what I like for nose. So I'm just going to pop a little bit down. This really helps me like feel better about my nose because yeah, nose contouring is crazy. I feel like obviously a lot of celebrities nowadays like really nose contour, and then people are like, they've had a nose job, but it's like, hang on a minute, they've just basically contoured the hell out of the nose. I don't even know if you can notice the difference of that because like the lighting, I feel like it's actually quite bright now. Let me like turn the brightness down. Yeah, maybe that's a little bit better. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with bronze and the Hoola Caramel. Like I say, I don't really bother with too much bronze. I'm not really that bothered about it anymore. But I still obviously wanna, you know, give my cheeks some definition. A bit under here as well, get rid of that double chin. Right, how are we looking? Where am I gonna go next? Do you know what I'm actually gonna do? I did this last night for date night and I realised how much I missed it. I'm just going to take one of the brushes from my new brush kit and I'm going to use this colour called Bowley in the Carly Bible palette. And I'm literally just going to put it in the corner of my eyes. I don't normally do this, but it really does kind of like open up your eyes. I really like it. I really like that colour as well. And I'm also going to use just a slightly bigger brush from the brush kit and use that same eyeshadow as a little bit of highlight. Again, I don't normally wear highlight on a day-to-day, I'll be very honest. But for this, I just thought I will. I'm just going to take that end of the Beauty Blender just to blend it in. Yeah. Yeah, it's alright, it's just quite subtle, I don't want anything too much. And then, just to finish, for my setting powder, I've been using the Maybelline Lasting Fix. Again, this is from Look Fantastic. It's the All Day Matte Finishing Powder. If you want a really good matte powder, I honestly can't recommend this enough, it's so good. Yeah, I love it. Okay, so that is the makeup done, guys. I went a little bit heavy on the liquid liner, like I said, I wouldn't normally put so much on. But yeah, just quite simple, like heavy on the blush, not too much on the eyes except for like wing liner, mascara and just one colour matte eyeshadow. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to grab my curlers now and just quickly show you how I do my hair. I know it is curled, but I'm just going to go over a few and just quickly show you the basis of what I do to get like these sort of like tight curls, because I always get so many questions. So let me grab them and I'll be back. Okay, so moving on to hair very quickly now. I'm not going to do all of it just because I tend to do my hair twice a week with heat, and then I might just do a few just to kind of like spruce it up the day after kind of thing, but I don't like to do a full head with heat again. So yeah, I like to wash my hair probably around twice a week, and then like I say, I'll come out the shower, dry my hair, curl and style it all, and then that just enables me to have my hair done for like a good 3 days and not really have to do much to it. Like I say, what I'm doing now is I'll just probably go over maybe the front bits and just curl them just to make them look a bit fresher. But as you can see, this is from like last night and they're still pretty much like good curls. So to get these tight curls and to get this like big curly look, what I use is just a thin chopstick wand. So you want something about this size, like a nice and thin wand. Just gonna quickly brush through my hair. It's so easy, guys. And yeah, all I will do is I'm just going to put a little bit of this heat protectant on just because I really don't want to knacker my hair up with too much heat. So I just take a strand. So you don't want to go this way towards your head, you want to go away and then wrap it round. So as you can see, that is the first bit. And then all I do is I just go around like all of my hair and just do the same thing. I don't really take accurate chunks. I do all different kind of like chunks of hair just to make it more messier. I mean, sometimes I do it like really uniformed and I'll take small chunks and go all around my head and just only take small like chunks of hair. But with this, I'll kind of like take a small one, then I might take like a thicker bit of hair. And yeah, I just find that it doesn't really matter, like it all blends in and looks really good. But yeah, I just find that this hairstyle lasts so long, like the curls, because they're initially very tight curls, like the next day, yeah, they'll be a little bit more brushed out, but they still look really nice. So yeah, I really have been loving this hairstyle just lately. Okay, so just done, like I said, just a couple over the top, couple over the like back of my hair as well. And then I've just brushed them through just to kind of like blend in a little bit of hairspray, and that is the finished hair. It does, I'm not gonna lie, it does initially take quite long when you've got to do all of it, especially if you've got extensions like me. But yeah, like I say, it's a great hairstyle if you want something that's gonna last you a few days and you haven't got to like mess around with it, because it does stay in really well. But anyway guys, that brings us to the end of this get ready with me. I'm sorry if it wasn't that great, because I'm not a hair or makeup artist. So yeah, it wasn't really like a tutorial or anything. I just wanted to show you the products that I'm using at the moment and what I kind of do. But yeah, let me know if you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I will leave all of the product links in the description bar, along with my coupon code for Look Fantastic, so definitely take advantage of that if you would like to get yourself anything new and treat yourself. Thanks for watching guys, and I shall see you all in my next video. Bye bye.